Hey guys, it's Yvette. I just wanted to sit with my messy sofa behind me. I just noticed that. Boop. Okay, that's a little bit better. Just wanted to come and have a little talk with you, my friends. Tell you a little bit about what's been on my mind lately, and especially this weekend for some reason. And I just thought I would share, just because I always do share, and I try to keep everybody informed of what's going on with me or how I'm thinking or whatever, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm thinking about, while not completely shutting down my Etsy shop, I want to scale it way back. It's very interesting because I had said for the longest time that I didn't want to sell fabric. I said that. The other thing that I would always tell myself is that I didn't want quilting to become a chore. And so when the tide sort of turned and I decided to to change how my Etsy shop was, because in the beginning it was, I'm going to make things and sell them. I'm an impatient person too. You guys should know that. So when that didn't really hit it off, I just kind of fell back on it. I just kind of backed away, backed off. And at some point last year, when we were all in lockdown, and, I still had to go to work every day since I'm essential. But, but somehow I just morphed into, I want to sell fabric, and I want to, especially when I started getting art gallery fabric and selling it. One of my favorite things about fabric is just feeling it, right? So it would come in, and there was something about having bolts of fabric here that made me feel really good. I'm trying really hard not to cry, because y'all know I cry for everything. I'm trying really hard to, I know I won't be able to 100% change that, but I'm trying to tone it down. And lately it's become a chore. And this is not in any way reflecting on anyone except me, okay? So I just want to state that up front. It seems that even when I have really good weeks in sales, I am still constantly just taking all the money and putting it toward the next purchase that I have of fabric. Fabric is not cheap. And what ends up happening when I have really good weeks like that is inevitably I am working my full-time job and then coming home to pack orders pretty much all night long. And the act of fulfilling the packages and doing all of those things, cutting the fabric and putting things together for you guys, like wrapping the packages as if I were sending you a gift from me. All of those things I do truly love. But unfortunately, it's not paying me. And since it's not paying me, I still have to keep working at my other job. And not only that, but it's taking away loads of time from piecing it real. And piecing it real was something that I really wanted to do. Because I love foundation paper piecing. I want to teach people, and then I want to nurture further growth, and I want to have that community, and I feel like I have it, but with all the time that I have to dedicate to something else's, I'm not able to do with it what I want, and to make it something bigger and better. So it's going to take a long time, because you have to order fabric months in advance. Okay, so I have orders for fabric clear into January and February. And I'm not going to, like I said, I don't think it would make me happy to completely close down the Etsy shop, because I like that too, but I want to slow it down since it's not going to make me money. And it's not simply because I can't compete with the larger shops, and I try certain things that I'm hoping will get people to the shop and keep them there, and what it ends up doing is taking a lot of money away from me. And I would, I have no problem doing that, except that then I end up with nothing. I'm basically barely making over what I spend for the fabric. And so I'm going to gradually cut back a lot. I plan to keep things in the shop that would be beneficial to foundation paper piecers. I may keep some fabric in the shop just to I don't know, that's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to keep in my head and figure out if it's going to be beneficial for me to do so or not. It's been a long time, and while I never advocate giving up on your dream, never do, at some point I need to evaluate if it's right for me, because it's been at least a good couple years that I haven't even been able to participate. In keeping up with the household. Jim has been very good to me. He's taken over all of that, but it's not fair. It's not fair to him. I'm sitting here looking at fabric. This is a pile of fabric from my first project box. Which I loved so much. But it's impossible to keep up. And while I do have a project box right now, I think it's probably my last one. Like, our lifestyle does not support me being able to gamble on something like that. The first one I was lucky with. The second one, not so much. And that really will really get you. I've always encouraged people to follow their heart. And I have been doing that. And I have no regrets. I think I probably would have regretted it more if I hadn't at least given it a try. You know, and some people can make a go of it. And some people can't. I mean, maybe I make really terrible decisions. I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm like a business person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can tell you that right now I'm a tired person. Well, I completely failed at not crying. Not only am I a tired person, but I'm very sad that it didn't work out. But at some point, you have to know when to quit. You have to know. And so I'm hoping that I can gradually back off of all of the stuff in my Etsy shop, because maybe I just went too far. You know, like maybe I had too many ideas that just don't work. And I have a wonderful group of friends who follow me. You know who you are. You've been there forever, and I love you. But I can't count on my friends to come over and like buy everything from me. So I've tried other things. I've done, I pay for extra advertising in Etsy. Oh, I'm looking like an idiot now. I've done my own, when I have time, I've done my own sort of marketing. I know that what I do is not enough. I know that it needs to be a lot more. And that's another part of the problem, is that I don't have the capacity for more. So I've had to sort of sit back and go, okay, I really need to make some changes, because I can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So if I had to make a decision about what I would discontinue, it would have to be the Etsy shop, because I love piecing it real. I love designing. I don't have time for it anymore. I love to make the tutorials to show people how to put together the things that I am designing. Y'all, it took me forever just to even be able to finish the pieces for Dancing in Circles, which is the latest, before design that I had done for Piecing It Real. I still have not completed the video. I'm working so hard in the Etsy shop that I have no time to sew. And as I said, if it were making me money, I would continue to do it, because that would mean that I would be able to quit my day job, and all of that time could be devoted to the shop and still give me time at night to design and make videos and do all of that stuff. But it's not paying me. So I have to get smart and just, be honest with myself and see that it's just something that's not going to work for me, and realize that I need to sort of start cutting back on that and moving away from what's not working and moving toward, hopefully, something that I can make work. And, if I end up having to continue working my day job for the rest of my life, I want to be able to do something, and I want that something to include quilting, like actually quilting, like actually sitting down at the sewing machine and being able to make something for myself, which I haven't been able to do in so long. And that wasn't my plan. That wasn't part of the plan. I think I thought that, I really did. I thought that the Etsy shop would help to get me to quit my day job. I really did. And I'm actually quite surprised that it's not. I'm quite surprised, because the other thing is, like, with an Etsy shop, maybe even with any shop, right? Like I think it's maybe a little too volatile for me as well. Like, I need something that's going to be consistent. And I will go 1 week and have like 100 orders in the shop. And then the next week, I'll have 10. Y'all, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, if it were just me, and I always say this, if it were just me and every decision I made only affected me, that would be completely different ballgame, right? But everything I do affects Jim as well, and affects my ability to be able to take care of my babies. And even little sweetie outside, everything that I want to do, the things that I love, I have to think about that too. And I think that Etsy's just a little too volatile. Or any shop for me. So as I said, while I'm not going to shut it down, I'm going to start backing down, and then I need to not depend on it. I need to kind of go, okay, if I make sales, that's great. I'm selling just to like get people what they need for foundation paper piecing. And, all of the other things I think are going to just have to back away. So those are my plans. And I know that I may be disappointing some people, or some people may even see it as, you know, a failure or something. I really don't see it that way. I'm trying really hard not to see it that way. I'm trying to stay very positive about it, because I have to make my decisions and I have to be good with them, and be able to move forward without looking back. So I am sorry if this disappoints you, and I was not my intention, and I hope that it doesn't discourage anyone from following their dreams, because I do think it's important. We all have a different path, and for me, I needed to start looking at what was working, because the path that I'm on right now is not taking me where I need to be or where I want to be. So that's the end of this message. Hopefully I don't look too bad from beginning to end. I was trying not to cry at all, but obviously that didn't work. I cry a lot. For many different reasons. Anyway, another thing I wanted to say is I have actually also gotten some emails from people who were asking me to help them. I have to say, guys, that I just don't feel... I don't feel like I'm the right person to do something like that. If I'm being honest, I don't feel very successful. I don't feel like I've made all the right decisions. Not that anyone ever would make all the right decisions, but I don't know. It's a very hard thing for me. So if you're one of the people who sent me an email and have not gotten a response, that's why. Not to mention that I actually get a lot of emails, and that's not a tooting my horn or anything like that kind of a statement either. It's I get a lot of emails, and I have a hard time getting to go through all of them. I don't have an assistant. It's me. It's just me. And it can be very difficult. And I'm so sorry. I really don't mean to ignore people. I really don't. Because I love all of you guys. I really do. But I'm one little tiny human being. And it's very hard to not only to read all of the messages, but sometimes to even know how to reply to them, to be honest with you. That's just being honest. I feel limited a lot. And anyway, I'm going to close this message for now. And if you want to make any comments down below, I only ask that you try to be at least mostly nice. And everyone always is. There's just always that outlier. You know what I mean. So I will see you guys in another video. Yes, I am still making videos. I love making videos. And I will see you all very soon. Mwah. Thank you so much.